All right, hello everyone. I'm forced to do things a little unconventionally here. This is Friday Night Previews. It's not Friday yet, but that's okay. I'm pre-recording this, and we'll post it later in the morning on Friday, and go over our previews. And I'm doing an abbreviated form today, so please bear with me. Okay, so on Friday, and everybody's got a little something to play for. Well, most everybody. Um, okay, first game is the Motor City Rockers playing up at Warren Place, taking on the Port Huron Prowlers. This is game 18 out of 19 this year. These teams are kind of, I'm sure, sick of seeing each other unless they can figure out a way of both pulling out some magic in the playoffs and meeting in the finals. Stranger things have happened in the Fed. All right, so Motor City is 31, 19, and 4, 91 points, second in the Empire. Their magic number to clinch home ice is 2, so they have something to play for. Uh, Port Huron is locked in. They really don't have much to play for, but they're taking on their biggest rival, the Motor City Rockers. So they got that to play for. They're going to give it their all. Port Huron is 28, 20, and 6, 84 points, third in the Continental. Last 10, Motor City's 5 and 5. Port Huron is 7 and 3. Head to head, Motor City has won 11 of the previous 17 games. Again, Motor City needs that home ice advantage. So I am going to pick them. All right. Next, this is just going through Friday. Watertown traveling down to Whitfield, Virginia, take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Watertown, these games are beyond important. All right, they are 18, 30, and 6, 58 points. Fifth in the Empire. They are 2 points behind Elmira. Elmira has one game left. Watertown has two. So, Watertown's magic number to clinch a playoff spot is 5. Their destiny is in their hands. They have a possible 6 points they can grab. They need 5. All right. Blue Ridge Bobcats, 15, 32, and 7, 47 points. That's fifth in the Continental. 2, 7, and 1 in their last 10. They won their last time out. Watertown, 4, 5, and 1 in their last 10. And they lost in overtime last time out. First time of 2 times that these two teams meet this year. Again, Watertown, they are in desperation mode. They need this game. Now, if they lost, Blue Ridge won, it wouldn't be the absolute end of the world, but it would be very hard for Watertown to overtake. So, but I think the desperation factor is going to be there. I am going with Watertown. All right. Drying up. All right. Next, Binghamton Black Bears travel to the DIA, take on the Danbury Hat Tricks. Binghamton 37, 10, and 7, 115 points, first in the Empire. Danbury is 31, 19, and 5, 89 points, 2 points uh, behind Motor City, and this is their last game, third in the Empire. So Danbury needs to win in order to have home ice advantage. However, um, we know it's going to be Motor City and Danbury meeting in the first round. I think home ice advantage is more important to the Rockers than it is to the Hat Tricks at this point. So I don't think Danbury is going to sweat it if Binghamton ends up winning. But Danbury's been trying to figure out a way of beating Binghamton, especially in regulation time. They've only done it once this year. I know they really want to figure out a way of doing it, especially in front of the home crowd. So anyway, in the last 10, Binghamton is 6 and 4. Danbury is 7 and 3. Again, head to head. Now, Binghamton has won 11 of the 17. Danbury has 6 wins, but 5 of those came in overtime. At the DIA, the teams are 4-4. So, the question is, does Binghamton rest some of their starters tonight? And Danbury is still vying for that home ice advantage. I'm sure they would like it. Again, pride being what it is. My blue market is running out. So, Danbury, we're picking them. All right. Next, the Columbus River Dragons and the Carolina Thunderbirds. Um, they played Thursday night. Of course, as I'm recording this, they're just starting right now. Head to head, this will be the 10th time, excuse me, that they've played. So Carolina is really trying to earn more points than Binghamton, because if Carolina figures out how to proceed through the playoffs and they can get past Columbus and then they're in the finals, if they have more points than Binghamton, Carolina would have home ice advantage. So they are going to pull out all the stops. All right. Now, I picked Carolina for Thursday. And I don't know. I just have a feeling. Going Columbus for Friday. All right. Friday, excuse me. Last game on Friday. Mississippi Seawolves playing in Baton Rouge again. They played each other last night. Again, as I'm recording this, it hasn't happened yet. But as you are seeing it, it has happened. So, this will be the 20th meeting between these two teams. Scheduling was so ridiculous this last year. Mississippi desperately needs some momentum going into the playoffs. I picked Baton Rouge for Thursday. I'm picking them again for Friday. Baton Rouge wants to get out of the basement. They want to pass Blue Ridge and finish up on a high note. And I mean, it would be such a boon for the franchise if they can finish the year not in last place. So I'm picking Baton Rouge, and that is Friday. Now we go to Saturday, and some things are the same, some things are not. All right, Port Huron switches venues. Now it's in Motor City. I think Motor City wins Friday. So I think there might be a little bit of a letdown. So we are going with road teams win both games. Port Huron wins on Saturday. We have the final game between the Watertown Wolves and the Blue Ridge Bobcats on Saturday. And last game of the year for Blue Ridge, there's going to be a lot of energy there. Fan appreciation night. I'm going Blue Ridge to finish out the year with a win. Then we have Danbury's done Friday. So Saturday, it's Binghamton hosting Elmira. And Elmira desperately needs a game. There's a different feel with every time that Binghamton and Elmira get together. There is just an inbuilt competitiveness, kind of like Columbus and Carolina when they feast each other. So I think Binghamton wins. I think Watertown's going to end up clinching that final spot. It's just a hunch. All right. Not necessarily what I'm pulling for. It's just that's the hunch I have. Then we have final game between the Thunderbirds and the River Dragons. This time it's the River Dragons home. I'm hoping that the River Dragons can figure out a way of pulling in 5,900 fans so they can crack the 100,000 fan mark. I don't know if that's going to happen, but anyway, I'm picking Columbus to finish out the year with a win. And then the final game between the Mississippi Seawolves and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Zydeco, I'm sure, would love to be able to 3-sweep Mississippi 2 times in a row, 2 weekends in a row. I don't think it happens. I think Mississippi grabs one. So there are my picks for the weekend. And that would conclude the regular season. And then we get into the playoffs, which again start on Wednesday, the 17th. That's the first game. That is Mississippi hosting the Columbus River Dragons. All right, so there you go. And again, I apologize for the pre recorded whole thing, but I got to do what I got to do. All right. Thank you so much. And have a great day. Enjoy all the hockey this weekend. We will catch you Saturday morning on YouTube.